What's good, y'all? You dub back here again in 2020. Start off a little bit different. Kaido! 100 Beast Kaido! The unstoppable creature! The indomitable beast! The world's strongest creature. The god in One Piece, right? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I've watched Brago do videos. I heard a little bit of the Grand Line Chronicles. Shout out to Zoro, fanboy, Joro Shea, and the rest of the squad, right? Dog. I'm just shaking my head. Like, too many people get caught up in the moment. Then you'll have someone like me who's been saying the same stuff for years. Don't change my tune. And who gets usually proven right. People let their emotions dictate too often instead of letting logic dictate. Ichiro Oda tells us things. Now, sometimes he'll play the bait and switch. Sometimes he'll play the long game, and it's hard to keep focused because it's a long time. Even a lot of us dedicated to One Piece addicts and hardcores, sometimes we forget some stuff. Sometimes he'll allude to stuff, and we don't even recognize. Like, I remember people bringing up the cover page with Sanji. I think it's back in the Alabasta arc. It was like 100, chapter 131 or something like that, where alluded to that and, Do Flamingo. Heavenly Demon, Don Quixote, Duo Flamingo, aka Joker, way back then. But dude, Kaido. If you know my channel, you've heard me in live streams, discussions over the years, 8+ years probably at this point. What have I always said about the Yonko? Have I ever made the Yonko gods? I always told you I hate the term god tier, unless there's a legitimate, level like God of Destruction level. Okay, in Dragon Ball Super, they're legitimate gods, right? There's no such thing as god tier. Brago, shout out to Brago. Brago Diaz, he had dropped a vid where he said the Yonko are not gods. I've been saying this for damn near 8 years. I've been saying that. People put certain characters on a pedestal, and then when they don't live up to their elevated, unrealistic expectation, like, Nani, I didn't understand. I can't understand. Kind of this big man thing. I don't like it. And I heard the nonsense starting on Whole Cake Island. I'm sitting here going, oh, and then I'm hearing it once again. Luffy shouldn't be able. Stop. Bump the noise. Stop all the presses and look at the facts. The Yonko, the four most notorious pirates. Can argue the most powerful pirates. 4. None of them are Pirate King. That should already tell you they're not on this another level of plane of existence. How do we also know this? Hawkeyes and the other Shichibukai. Now, you can say, well, the Yonko are beating this and that, but we know that the Shichibukai were a third power. You have, and I disagree with them, you have the Admiral crowd. That's all, well, what about the Admirals? Now, I don't think the Admirals are as powerful, but, they can put in work. We know this to be true. We had a guy, which myself, Fire Angel Christian, and a number of other cats said, yo, there are other cats out here, and we get Fujitora, good old Isho. We get Rio Kugu, good old Green Bull, right? Brown Pig, Pink Rabbit, anybody? There are other people out here in this world, duh. This was obvious. You got old time legends, still living. People like Dark King Silver's Rayleigh, who's no longer active. Scopper Go Bones, no longer active. Crocus. Don Chinjao was nice. He just was not doing anything anymore, so he wasn't as nice as he was back in the day. But still, even if he was comparable to what he was, he was never creme de la creme, top shelf, as T.I. once said. Or as Macho Man Reddy Savage, cream of the crop. Well, let's look at the cream of the crop. Let's look at that cream of the crop, y'all. Let's look at it. The Yonko. They special? Yeah. But you also got seemingly a regular man and red-haired Shanks that became a Yonko at 33. 39 here. Now, he's a one-armed man. Okay. No devil fruits. Now, we know that they're special. Blackbeard, Marshall D. Teach. Got two of them things to compete with these Yonko. Okay. Right on, right on. But the Yonko were always set to have flaws. If these Yonko were so indomitable, why don't they rule the world? Why is Kaido and Wano where the land of the samurai? Kaido. Oh, yes. We were talking about Kaido. You know, I just want to lay it out there with all the Yonko. Yeah, Kaido, the undefeatable one. Did anybody read? Was I the only one that paid attention in chapter 795 where everybody was getting so hyped about Kaido and him falling 10K, which is hype. 10,000 meters. That's hype, no doubt. We saw they had a scar. People were debating on who gave him the scar. I wasn't sold on Sakazuki. I wasn't sold on some of these other ones. We found out it's Oden. Remember, Wano was supposed to be powerful like Elbaf. We knew this. Oda already told us. So why would it be a shocker that one of the best swordsmen, if not the best swordsman from Wano, could scar Kaido? Makes perfect sense to me, right? Should to you too. Okay. And they hyped up how powerful Odin was, clashing with Newgate, clashing with Roger, Power King. But Kaido, here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. Anybody paid attention to said the man lost 7 times? 7. Doesn't sound like he floored Money Mayweather Jr. and Rocky Marciano out here, does it? No, that sounds like he took L's. So why are you shocked when you see him getting beat down by Odin for a second? Why are you shocked when you see Luffy land a solid blow on the man? Y'all are shocked because y'all put Kaido on this unrealistic pedestal. But Oda said you don't know how to defeat him. Yeah. But this isn't Kishimoto, where he made Uchiha Madara on another level and just kept giving this man amps. This is Ichiro Oda. He always finds a way around. He's plenty of times painted seemingly insurmountable odds because it's called great writing. That's what you do. Because if you didn't, then you would have the complaints that people have of Hiro Mashima, even though that's ungrounded at this point in time. In Fairy Tail, Kaido. He took 7 of them things. 7! Was captured 18 times by the Yonko and Marines. 18. Then they went on about near execution. And people, did nobody pay attention to this? I'm not understanding how people couldn't have seen this coming. Some people debate, who gave him the L's, right? Were people just playing ignorant? Were they just playing ignorant? Were they just ignoring, or just? It doesn't make any sense to me. How Kaido, you get shocked when you knew, and then we were told that Odin scored him. It was a bad showing. It wasn't a bad showing for either. It was, in pro wrestling terms, this was getting both over. But unfortunately, you got fanboys of both. How did y'all not see this coming? We were already told that Odin scarred Kaido. First of all, that whole in my height, why were people shocked? They didn't see how that scar looked. We knew he was a 2-sword style. We knew he was Nitoryu. We saw the cross-shaped scar, so yeah. Do you have to be spoon-fed? I'm not understanding the disconnect here. We've seen Luffy land a blow on Kaido. For whatever reason, he just uses that damn dragon form. And he gets hit. This is what happens. Like, we've seen this. Luffy landed a clean shot on this man. Odin should be able to do the same. And then, people, the old hag. Listen, bro. Luffy's told you this. Usopp told you. It's a known established fact that these are pirates. This is what they do. They take advantage. Why would you not? And then, as people brought up Marineford, everybody, as I've been saying for years, everybody was sneaking everybody. This is what you do in war. There's no fair fight. This ain't a cage fight. This ain't in a ring. This is a fight. A real fight. You take any advantage and you get it done. Period. Don't get caught slipping. That's why Luffy is manly as fuck. What did Luffy say? He said, in the Battle of Pirates, anything goes. He also said, bruh, like, that's my bad for getting caught. You don't get caught slipping. In boxing, what you hear from most refs, protect yourselves at all times. Odin, protect yourself at all times. Katakuri, people brought this up, about him not having his observation hockey on point. Demarion did the whole. Listen, bro. Ain't nobody told him to have a party in the middle of a battle. He thought he finished. That's his fault. Nobody told you to get caught off guard. That's the name of the game, baby. You split seconds, fractions of a second. That's all it takes. Why you think swordsmen battles, they don't last long, do they? Zoro battles aren't usually long, drawn-out fights. Because they know Zaraki Kenpachi where we just slash, and just get cut. No. Look at Zoro versus Kawamatsu versus good old Killer. Y'all saw what happened. Zoro versus Mr. $1 Bones. You saw what happened. Zoro versus Hawkeyes. In other forms of fiction. Quick battles. Bam. One slice. That's all it takes. Zoro two-shotted Pika. Law two-shotted Virgo. ABC 1, 2, 3. This is just how it works. Battles between some of these characters take how many days? Because they're not landing clean shots. Luffy fights don't take long. Why? Because they're landing shots. That's just what happens. This is also a younger and less experienced Kaido. Kaido said, y'all are playing little pirate games. Kaido's been around. Kaido's seen. Kaido, the whole from rocks to his rise to become a Yonko and whatnot. I'm just not getting what people are not seeing. And let me finish off this video by talking about my top, let me talk about my top 15. I was going to say top 5, but let me talk about my top 15 in this video. Because people don't seem to understand why I rank the characters. And again, I don't include the Gorosei, and I don't include Cypherpole Aegis Zero. I don't. But I've had this exact same list in this exact same order. And because we don't know Green Bull, of course. So that was just me speculating. As well as anybody. But most of this stuff in all these lists are speculation. I was told the comment section of one of Brago's videos that, one of yours is a trash list. Why? Most people have a similar list to mine. They just might swap a few characters here and there and out. Mine is taking everything all around. Number 15, Admiral Ryokugu. Good old Green Bull. Again, we don't have any evidence, Oh, no. I think, no. Fujitora Isho is number 15 and then Green Bull, because I do think Green Bull is going to be introduced more powerful than Isho. Number 13, Admiral Kizaru Borsalino. Number 12, former Admiral Aokiji Kuzan. Number 11, Fleet Admiral Akainu Sakazuki. Now, people hate on, they're like, how can, he should be top 5. Listen, bro. Just because I have Fleet Admiral Sakazuki at number 11. First of all, this is in the entire world of One Piece. The entire world of One Piece. And more powerful. Just because someone's more powerful doesn't mean they necessarily get that W. It's just, I'm taking everything comprehensively. That's why Kuzan is above Borsalino. Because Kuzan has better observation hockey. Probably from what it did, that all signs point to his better hockey game overall. So I give him the edge over Borsellino. I give Borsellino the edge over Isho. Green Bull again. We haven't seen anything, but I give the edge over Isho. But Green Bull's an admiral, so of course I put him amongst with the other admiral. The other admirals. Borsellino, from what we've seen, is a better fighter than Isho is. Isho nasty, but Borsellino has direct counters, and everybody above him, I can find them defeating Isho. No matter the difficulty, who do I have winning? Who am I putting my chips on? Putting, my money if I had to bet on it. This is my conclusion. Sakazuki, slight edge over Kuzan, even though I do him and back and forth. Again, they're right next to each other. Borsellino ain't too far, but I edge out Sakazuki not because of his magma, no. Because of his damn durability, that he's much better than what I've seen from either Borsellino or Kuzan. That's my big thing. Okay? And then you look at the next level. People say Garp. Listen, bro, I question Garp's durability in this day and age. I don't think that's unreasonable. That doesn't make just because I have Garp outside the top 15 doesn't make him trash. He's probably somewhere top 25. Okay, um, it's just I don't know if Garp can do it anymore on that level of durability. I think he's going to take hits, and the top tiers don't play games. When they start landing hits, it's a problem. Can Garp hit people? Yes, but he can also take hits, and I think people have better durability than Garp at this point. That's my biggest reason for having him much lower than a lot of people. They say, but what about him? Yeah, what about him years ago? I'm looking at now. This is present, right? So again, Fleet Admiral Sengoku, Sengoku, the Buddha, the Golden Buddha, as I affectionately call him. He's a mythical Zoan. He's a mythical Zoan. Was a Fleet Admiral into his old age. I do think he was slightly above Garp. I don't care what anybody else says. They made arguments. Listen, bro, there's no evidence that Sengoku was weaker than Garp. He just doesn't have the prestige that Garp does. But there's zero evidence that Sengoku. I give the edge to the man who's a mythical Zoan, who's got ridiculous durability and regenerative capacity. Plus, who knows what other stuff he has, and he's probably an Awakened Zone user as well. Sorry, bro. It's not fair. This is power. This isn't a Lifetime Achievement Award. Number 9, I had Dark King Silver's Rayleigh. You see, how you have Rayleigh? Because he's the Dark King. Pirate King's former right-hand man, who had a name right up with the Pirate King. Do I need to say any more? One of the greatest swordsmen in the entire series, in the entire history of One Piece. I can confirm say that. I will debate anyone to say otherwise. The man who confidently in his old age, after who knows the last time he picked up a blade? Decades potentially. Oh. Battles Kizaru! No difficulty with the man. He's like, man, I wish I was younger so I could take on Kuma too. And Kizaru, Borsellino was disrespecting. Like, you want more than an admiral? Plus, Garp himself put respect on this man's name by talking about Newgate and Rayleigh, 2 legends. I'm just saying. I let the facts speak for themselves. Talking about Ben Beckman at number 8. Once again, Oda had to come out and spoon feed y'all what I've been saying you. This dude Beckman, it's like Luffy's crew. Look at Zoro. Zoro's different breed. Okay? Beckman, Rayleigh, in that lineage. It's not difficult. Look at the parallels. Rayleigh, Beckman, Zoro. Should be simple. Say we haven't seen. Listen, bro, we ain't seen much from most people. Beckman, intelligent. Beckman, hockey game on point. Beckman pulled up on Borsellino. Borsellino puts his hands up. Oi, oi, Bean and Bickman. We've never seen an admiral do that. Him and Shanks snuck. They blitzed two admirals. He's right next to his captain. Stop it. Just like Zoro's right there. Just like Rayleigh's right there. Stop the downplay. Hawkeyes. Dracula Hawkeyes Mihawk. World's greatest swordsman. Some could argue could be higher. I think number 7's reasonable on the list. I don't really need to explain why he's there. Number 6, Big Man Charlotte Lin. Just as powerful as the other Yonko. But they're all absolute monsters. It's just absolute monsters amongst absolute monsters. And Lin, some can argue to be higher. Don't mind it. I've just always had her at number 6, not because she's a female, just because you have Kaido, Blackbeard, and Shanks. And they just have even more immense hype than the immensely hyped woman. But number 6 is nasty. Number 5, I've had Kaido. 100 Beast Kaido. Don't see how that's a problem. World's strongest creature? Great. Most powerful? Nah. Less versatility? Yeah. Number 4, Blackbeard, Marshall D. Teach. 2 devil fruits, baby. 2 of the most powerful devil fruits. Ridiculous durability and resilience. Tactical and whatever. Looking like overall power. Shanks thought he was a problem. Number 3, Commander-in-Chief Kong was a fleet admiral during Rogers' era. Look at that dude. Dude doesn't even look, he looks barely human. I talk about how this dude's ridiculous, and nobody want to talk about it. The man's commander in chief. You always say admirals are above vice admirals, fleet admirals above admirals, but sometimes somehow he's a paper holder. The only one that's guarding Mary Jo. No other Marines are there on the reg. Bruh, stop it. Number 2, the revolutionary Monkey D. Dragon. Look at the lineage. Luffy's dad, Garp's son. In his prime, as people say, even though I think prime's a little bit overrated, but still in his prime, right up there with Sakazuki. We can only speculate. I don't think some argue that he's most powerful, some can argue him down. We don't know his power, but I mean, every indication is that this Dragon's about that life. We see how powerful Sabo is, and he got trained, in part by Dragon. I mean, come on, bro. Like this ain't rocket science. It's number 1 red hair Shanks. I mean, I could go in an entire video on why I got Shanks. But top 5 most powerful. I have Kaido. One of the best. Not the best. Not the most powerful. Strongest physically, sure. But there's a lot more to One Piece. Devil fruits, hockey game, fighting styles. Okay. Inventions and so many other aspects of the game. Why couldn't Kaido take L's? Kaido doesn't reign supreme. It's said, it's rumored, bet on one on Kaido. Yeah. As a top 5, I'm putting my money on just about any of the Yonko and Dragon. But that doesn't mean that they're coming out on top. And none of these Yonko are overcoming the other easily. So what does that entail? And in the Admiral versus a Yonko, even though I have the favorite Yonko, it's still going to be a very difficult fight. So yeah. And what about Hawkeyes? You see what I'm saying? At the top of the pirate and the rest of the fighting world in One Piece, it shouldn't be shocking. A dude like Odin, who was 2nd Division commander, who was comparable to Rayleigh. Why would it be shocking that he could do that to Kaido, a younger Kaido? It doesn't make any sense to me. Unexpected one to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts. It's crazy because I never hyped up Kaido like so many people do. They see immense size and stuff and think Kaido is just going to be this indomitable force. No. And Luffy's going to beat him one-on-one. He's going to defeat Kaido this arc. You will see. I know I'm going to hear ass pull. How did Luffy? They're pirates. At the end of the day, that's all they are. They are pirates. Period. And even, look at our world. Floyd Money Mayweather Jr., Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, Cassius Clay, aka better known as Muhammad Ali. You look at Iron Mike Tyson. And the list goes on and on. Many young champions defeating grown men. That's what Luffy's doing. But somehow he won't do it. Kaido, he's been fighting since day one. He's been fighting people in their 30s and 40s. He's just moved up to real major leagues. And that's just what it is. But Luffy wants to become Pirate King. Don Chindao said he's got to be able to defeat the Yonko and Admirals. That's what it is. Luffy said he's not running. He already established this. He said the law, yo, as long as Shank's not the first, we'll take down the Yonko. Yeah. All of it's right there. None of this reflects poorly on Kaido. It's already been established. Why are y'all shocked? All right, y'all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful day. Until next time. Let me know if there's any other things you want me to discuss, and we'll see if we can get that for you. I just had to give all my thoughts on this. This makes no sense to me, y'all. It really doesn't.